Yes, we're here on Lines on Design. I am at Cordelia's with my friend Anthony, and we're talking personal today because designers have to do cool things with their yards too.
That's correct.
And this year we have had horrible weather, lots of storms, and it's been very frustrating. And I know, at least in my neighborhood, a lot of people's yards and lawn are yucky, to say the least.
Most definitely. This time of year, the elements are coming in line. So with the forces of spring being here finally, we'll see it warm up to the appropriate temperatures.
Okay.
And we'll start seeing beautiful lawns and plant material again.
Exactly. Well, I called you the other day, actually about a month ago, and I'm like, I need help. And I think it's fun for me to actually be able to talk. You came out on a Sunday to see me. And one of the things that you did that was great is you walked the property.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to me a little bit about how that works. What are you looking for when you come out?
Well, I look at the existing plant material that's on the property.
Which was none. Zero.
Due to the inclement weather.
Yeah.
I also look at and get a feel for the client's residence, the plant material, the colors, different variety of leaf textures and things of that nature.
You sound like
hardscaping.
Yeah, man.
I look for that as well.
Because we talked about that when we walked in. I was like, well, I'm sort of thinking azaleas. And you're like, Debbie, here's the deal. Your money will be well spent, but first you need to do this driveway.
Right.
And I thought that was really great because, again, we as consumers, I think, have in our minds the end product.
That's correct. That's correct.
But sometimes we don't really know the basic elements. One of the things that you brought up that you just said, you're very much a designer when it comes to the things that you love.
Well, thank you.
I mean, you really are.
Well, you are. It's a good attribute to have, and it shows through your work, your passion, and if you are caring, about what you do.
So talk to us about the services that you do offer as far here at Cordelia's, because I was really impressed, and you were a lot more broad spectrum and had a lot more things you could do than I anticipated.
Most definitely. We do everything from hardscaping to planting, irrigation repair.
Yes.
And building pergolas and structures. A lot of anything outdoors we try to accomplish and attempt for our clients.
What about a master plan and a budget? What do you like to come armed? Do I need to have a budget?
Typically, I prefer because it keeps everything in perspective.
Okay.
And as well, then with your plat, we can design, come up with a agreed amount and approach, and we'll take care of it for you.
Anthony, talk to me, if you will, about sun versus shade. Again, this year, particularly here in the Low Country, our weather has been so erratic.
Yes, it has.
What is that? Does that take a toll on our plant material? How do we do? Is it good in many spots to have? I guess is it hardy?
Well, it just depends. A lot of trees were lost, so a lot of properties that were full shade or filter light are possibly potentially full sun now.
Okay, that makes sense.
Due to the devastating weathers that has
that we've had.
that we've
absolutely.
had here in the Low Country. So you have to take a different approach. Sometimes we install more sod in certain areas, or we make larger planting beds in certain areas. It just depends on each unique individual's property.
Okay, here's my question. Will you physically, not necessarily you, but your people. Your people.
I like that.
I know, your people. Will they come in and actually do all of my planting for me?
Oh, most definitely. Under my direction, as we stage and set up, my guys will install properly using the proper soil conditions, organic compost, and we come in and we'll install it for you.
Tell me what we're standing. One of the things that Anthony said today is, oh my God, look at the beautiful colors. I mean, the colors here, it feels really good to be standing in the sunlight in a pergola with a lot of color. What am I looking at plant-wise?
A
geranium
we
I got.
have a geranium, some cabricola.
What is that?
These are plants. It's a nice little fine plant that you can put in the basket. These are our hanging baskets. which we currently have them on special.
We do?
Yes, we do. $19.99.
$19.99.
Come get all hanging baskets.
Sun, shade, it doesn't matter.
These are sun loving plants. They can be filtered. You can put them in filter light. These are not the proper plants for full shade though. We do have some hanging baskets that you can
what
put
do you
yourself.
have, like begonias and things like
Begonias, a little bit of, we also have some holly baskets that we provide. So we have a mixture of plant material.
I saw some beautiful hibiscus too. That's one of my very favorite that you have over there. I tell you what you've done really well is create these little vignettes that you can get some really good ideas of ways to use, like you kept saying, texture.
Texture.
More than many places that I visited, you have a lot of plant materials that are really different with a lot of different texture.
We pride ourselves in being unique. That's how we stand alone versus our competition. Those niches and clients who come in with those specialty things that they like, and if it's conducive to our weather, this area, then we will try our best to provide them for the
If
plants.
I come in and say I want butterflies to come to my garden, or I have a purple thumb.
A purple
thumb. It doesn't do so well. Can
Right.
you help guide me literally into what to use and not use?
Oh, most definitely. And most importantly, soil. The
Really?
soil that we plant our plant materials in and our watering sources. Those two things give your plants a good thumbs up.
A good,
Yes.
not a purple thumb kind
purple
of thing.
thumb. A green thumb.
A green thumb. Well, I see a lot of trees because of the
Yes.
weather. Again, we're doing a lot of different trees.
Yes,
What are some
ma'am.
of the ones that you have over here that are? I see all kinds of crazy stuff. I'd love to go to ask
Right.
about.
Well-
What are the pines?
Those are Leland cypresses, and then we have some ginkgo trees and
They're so
red
pretty.
buds, magnolias, crepe myrtles, bald cypresses, just a variety of plant material. We also carry a variety of weeping trees as well.
Weeping trees?
Weeping. I love weeping for the texture.
Oh my
You
God,
know?
you crack me up.
Yeah.
And some of the smaller plants, do you like to start people with, in fact, you and I just had this discussion. When he came out, he was like, let's go ahead and start with 3.
Gallon material.
Yes. And then my husband was like, no, I want big.
Right.
So again, some of that is preference, some of that is cost, some of that is patience.
All of it above.
Okay.
And patience is a virtue. But in certain situations, with house structures, you do have to purchase larger gallon material to get back up with the other plants to make it look like it's been there. You don't want to look brand new and fresh. Sometimes you want it to look like it's been existing for a while.
Oh, you crack me up with that. I'm not sure that I want that. I really do. It's always a treat to see you, and we're going to walk around here. Are you doing a lot of hardscapes this time of year?
Oh,
and
yes.
Tell me about the time of year to plant, because the weather's been lousy. Can we do it now?
Yeah, this is the perfect time for planting. You can come down to Cordelia's and find all of your necessities.
Oh, you crack me up with that. But is it really a great time? I mean, pine strawing, things like that?
Pine straw, mulch, your plant bed prep.
Okay. What's the difference between mulch and pine straw?
Well, they both disintegrate and add
Okay.
nutrients back into the soil. But the mulch is a hardy wood mulch. The pine straw is from the needles from the pine trees that fall. They both last. Mulch, if you provide it and it's thick enough, you can keep it for about a year.
Oh,
As far as
wow.
pine straw, you have to continue to put it down to freshen up your flower beds.
Are you finding yourself doing more and more outdoor living spaces too? And what would that look like? What are some of the ones that you've done?
Well,
What do they include?
Well, primarily what we try to include, hardscaping,
Okay.
a pergola if possible, as well as a outdoor kitchen, fire pit, and then planting around it to tie it all in together.
Why are pergolas a great option for a lot of people? Is it the shade opportunity?
Well, they
or-
give you some reprieve from the sun,
Okay.
but they add a different kind of structural base or a different look, a unique aspect to your landscaping.
Can they be put in most people's homes or most areas?
Yes, they can throughout the low country.
Do you ever do xeriscapes?
Yes, we do some. This area hasn't taken.
Yeah, it hadn't taken
It
hold yet.
hasn't taken off yet in this area, but people are moving more toward the succulents.
Yes,
This
I
is a
see
big
that
year
a
for
lot.
succulents.
Yes, I
So-
like them. Do you?
Yes, I do. A matter of fact, I just had a gardening group here yesterday, and that was one of the topics of discussion: how to plant succulents.
Oh, so you have groups
And
here
care.
too, huh? Ooh, that's amazing. Well, we appreciate everything you do. You're fabulous.
Thank
I
you.
thought it'd be fun. We'll get you on and take a look at the my yard pre and post Anthony here, because my goodness, you got a challenge. Really, you really
It'll be
do.
okay.
Stay with us. There's more to come here on Lynes on Design.